Tonight, let us ponder something small, something quiet, yet vast enough to reshape the world. As we settle by the fire tonight, I'd love to know your name. Leave it in the comments if you'd like. There's a reason, and it will make sense before we part. Imagine you woke tomorrow. Every name ever spoken to you remained. Not buried in the rush of days, not lost to distraction, but gently held, like a pebble warmed in your palm. The barista who served you last spring. The child who once tugged your sleeve in the market. The elderly man who nodded each morning on your walk. Their names would rise, clear and kind, the moment your eyes met theirs. What then would change? First, the small things, the ones we think don't matter, would matter immensely. "Good morning, Elena," you'd say, and Elena would pause and feel seen. The security guard. "Morning, Marcus." Just that, and suddenly he is no longer background. We would notice how rarely we truly speak names, and how powerfully we feel them when they are spoken to us. People would walk a little taller. Smiles would linger longer. Because to be named is to be known, and to be known is to belong. Then the ripples would spread. In cities of millions, loneliness would thin just a little because no one would be only that person on the bus. They would be Sophia or Daniel. It would be harder to dismiss, harder to shout at someone when you remember they are Liam, who once helped you in the rain. The overlooked would surface. Arguments would shorten. Forgiveness would come sooner. Because it is far harder to wound someone you truly know. And perhaps something stranger still. What if names carried faint echoes? Not thoughts, but the shape of a person's kindness, the warmth of their laughter, the weight of their unspoken hopes. We already glimpse it in rare moments when we truly listen. Perhaps this world is less distant than it seems. Maybe we don't need the impossible. What if all that's required is to care enough to try? To ask the name, to speak it tomorrow and the day after. Because the world is full of people waiting, quietly, patiently, to be seen, not just observed. And if enough of us began, one name at a time, the dusk would feel less like strangers passing, and more like this great welcoming fireside where everyone is known. If you'd like to share the hearth this evening, leave your first name in the comments, and I'll welcome you with my own reply. A like means more than you know, and a comment keeps the fire burning. Wherever and whenever you are, thank you for joining the fireside. Good morning, good day, and good night.